call it the big time.
This is Jeff Knipper with
Now you're gonna shine. Got 'em in your sights.
Well, welcome to our broadcast tonight. This is Mustang Baseball Live on Tradio. Argyle's trying to avenge a 10-2 loss from Tuesday. Mustangs looking to put a chokehold on the second spot in the division. This is Mustang Baseball Live on Tradio.
Go ball! Get out of here! Get out of here!
Oh, get deep! Get deep! Be deep! Two balls, one strike on Jaron Boswell Jr., the first baseman for the Mustangs. Hadn't been in a bigger spot in his life. Oh, he hit one. He burned him.
Ball.
He burned him.
Let's go. Go.
He burned him.
Yeah.
We got him.
Ball game.
Mustangs are state champions.
I love it, Trey.
Oh, my God.
Mustang Baseball Live on Tradio begins now.
All right, Jeff, you there? I'm here. I can't hear you. Are you? Say it again.
I'm here, Trey. Can you hear?
Yeah. Here we go. Give me a sound check on you.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Let's do this. Turn this up. We'll turn this down here. Okay, you there?
I'm here.
All right. I still think something's not right here. But, hey, you were out of town on Tuesday. Mustangs jumped out just like last year, man. Jumped on them big in the first inning. And I think it was 6 in the first and then 3 in the third and 1 in the fourth on a laser from Gianni. They are playing with some momentum right now.
Well, just looking at the box score, Trey, I mean, all the extra base hits jumped out at me. You mentioned the 6th spot in the first inning, but, boy, the Mustangs bats really exploded with some power.
Hold on, Jeff. I'm not sure what the heck has happened here. Try now.
Check 1 2.
Yeah,
Check
you're
1
good.
2. Okay.
Yep.
I was saying, Trey, that what jumped out into me when I looked at the box score is all the extra base hits. The Mustangs had 8 hits on the night, and 7 of those were extra base hits, including Gianni's home run. You said was a laser over the left field fence.
Yeah, it probably got as high as that fence.
Wow.
Off of his bat. He hit it 340 over 306 fence. So
I also noticed the Mustangs got hit by 5 pitches. They had 5 hit by pitches, so they took home a few bruises with that victory, but they never hurt that much when you can win a comfortable game like that 10-2 and not put so much stress on the pitching.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Coach Webster's got to be happy with the way this season has started out, Jeff.
Well, yeah, we had a chance to talk to him before the game about that, and if you want to play that interview, Trey, there's I had a bit of a brain freeze at a point, but I've been in New Orleans all week, so cut me a little bit of slack.
I'm going to cut you slack. We're going to listen to Jeff catching up with Coach Webster here. We're going to go on mute till we come back. This is today at the JV game.
Grapevine Mustangs, number 11, Logan Daniels.
This is Jeff Knipper with Mustang Baseball on Tradio, and I have Coach Jimmy Webster with me. We're going to talk about the Mustangs' start to the season. The Mustangs are 13-2, off to a great start after a state championship season last year. And Coach Webster, I'd like to know what you think's been instrumental in the good start that the team's had.
You're gonna think it's kind of coach talk probably, and it might be, but we've been pitching well and we've been defending well, and when you do that, you're always going to be in a game, and when we can do both of those things and either hit or get 3 or 4 timely hits, then you have a good chance. So that's where we've been.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned pitching because there were some big shoes to fill on the mound with 3 seniors that did the majority of the pitching last year in the district season. Those 3 being Wes, JoJo, and remind me of Dalton.
Dason and Luke Schreier.
Okay, yeah, Luke. Well, tell me, who's really stepped up and filled those big shoes on the mound.
Well, just kind of like Luke did last year, coming up the year before he was on the JV, and then we weren't sure what we'd have with him, and he was spectacular his whole senior season. Benjamin Chin's been that way for us this year because we had 3 senior pitchers. Once we got finished with the tournaments, we didn't need to keep him up, so we put him back on the JV where he was spectacular last year on the JV as a junior, but he's been really good for us this year. And then freshman Luke Esquivel.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you mentioned Luke. It's amazing a 9th grader can step in like that and look so good on the mound as well as out there in left field and leading off for you. Who are some of the other newcomers, at least to the varsity squad, that have had key roles in keeping the ball rolling as far as the winning tradition that was obviously set last year?
We knew what we would have in our returning guys. Connor Ray's been really good for us at shortstop. Colin Park, who was the courtesy runner for us last year in that run, has been very, very solid at second base, and he's done well at the plate too. Goldstein and Boozer were both with us last year, and then Luke in left this year has been good. Of course, we have Gianni, Lolly, and Jarrett coming back, so we've got a good nucleus. And we have some expectations too, so I think there's kind of just an inner burn for them to want to continue to play well and to give themselves a chance to win.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the foundation that returned from last year, but boy, Connor Ray has really been impressive at shortstop, and he's only a 10th grader, so you've got him for a couple more years in the program. Just looking ahead, what do you want to see from the team from here forward going through the district season?
Well, tonight's a big one, obviously, not only just because it's Argyle, but next week Argyle turns around and plays Heritage. So right out of the box, just, for us, week 1's Heritage, week 2's Argyle, and then those guys play each other week 3. So the chess pieces are kind of moving a little bit right now, and after this one, we need to continue to prepare and continue to be excited to try to win, and understand that we can't just throw our hat out there and people are going to run away from us. We've got to go play, and we've been in some tight games, and we've lost a couple 1-run games. So we just need to continue to give ourselves a chance, continue to pitch well, and see what happens with it.
Okay, thanks, Coach, for your time, and let me just say that you've done a great job preparing the team for success this season, and you mentioned the 2 losses have been by 1 run, so it's not a stretch to say this team could be undefeated at this point, but it's still a good start, and just look forward to the rest of the season. Thank you again.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks, Coach.
The C.J. Knipper Memorial Golf Tournament will be held this year on Friday, October 10th at Fossil Creek Golf Club. The tournament is dedicated to honoring the memory of C.J., who who is a GHS student actively involved in DECA and golf. 100% of the proceeds from the tournament create scholarships for deserving DECA seniors at Grapevine High School. Since 2020, $45,000 in scholarships have been awarded. To find out more, including how to donate or be part of the tournament, please go to www.cjmemorialgolftournament.com.
Well, Jeff, that was a pretty good job, your rookie interview. So when you wrap it up next time, you probably ought to let everybody know that this is Coach Jimmy Webster with Jeff Nipper or something like that, just to kind of close it out, I think. And I'm going to have to do something about that thing that just hit us here. But Coach was pretty adamant. Basically the Mustangs are doing the things that are fundamentally what they want to be doing, and I've put them in a position to do some damage in the season. I think right here, Jeff, I've got standings for the district right now. It's intentionally off to the left because I need my camera guy to turn it a little bit. But here we go. This is where we are. And it's not 7-5A, which is what I called it the other night. It's 6-5A, and let's go over what it looks like. Birdville's on top, 3-0, but they have a 7-8 record overall, and Grapevine is in second place, at least insofar as I did. If you look at some listings, they have Argyle in second place, but we're both 2-1, and this night tonight decides a lot in terms of where we're going to finish in the district. Of course, Grapevine's 13-2 and Argyle's 8-6-1. We talked a little bit earlier about what kind of team does Argyle have, and I think the answer to that is we don't know yet because their preseason or their tournament season seemed to be against a challenging schedule. Colleyville is 1-1. I don't know why they're 1-1. But there's Denton Ryan is 0-1. So Colleyville may be on a bye week. And the reason is, and I'll get to that in just a moment, but they're 7-8 overall. Richland 1-2, and they're 7-8-1. Denton Ryan 0-1. And they're not, I think that's 9-6, but it's not a good, it's not a dash. And then the Broncos up in Denton are 0-3, and they're 5-8-2 overall. What's missing from here is the last 3 years we've played Lake Dallas, and I believe they've dropped down to 4A now. So they're no longer in this district. And instead of having a 14-game district schedule, the Mustangs only have a 12-game district schedule. What in the Go now.
Trey, those numbers are interesting in that when you look at the overall records, Grapevine has a large gap between them and the rest of the bunch in the district. However, it is the district record that determines playoff teams and playoff seedings. So, even though the Mustangs are 13-2, they're currently 2-1 in the district, and they really need to continue winning in the district to ensure, not only a playoff spot, but a better seed in the playoffs. So these district games are definitely more important than the early season games. And, there's a couple of different ways to approach the early season. You can, play a tough schedule and really challenge yourself and put yourself out there against some tough competition, or, you can maybe play a little lighter, easier schedule and get some confidence under your belt, get some wins in the win total. And some might say, we just had a ball come right by the truck, Trey. Okay, I think I can hear myself now. I don't know that I was live earlier, but what I was saying was those.
No, we got it, I think.
Okay, but as far as approaching those early season games, you can take an Alabama-like approach and schedule some cupcakes and get the season rolling.
Yeah, you're trying to get me now.
And then come into the SEC and save yourself for the SEC teams. But I think the Mustangs have played a challenging schedule, and you mentioned you knew Argyle had as well. So I'm sure they're better than that 8-6-2 overall record.
Yeah, absolutely, Jeff. And I think this is going to go down to the final weeks of the season. Even if the Mustangs win out, they've got a loss. And so, if Colleyville wins out, you got a tie.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they went undefeated in the district last year, if not the last 2 years.
No, they lost one game to Argyle.
One game. Okay, you're right.
The previous season, they went undefeated in the district.
Okay. Thanks for.
Yeah.
Again, my memory's failing me.
Well, that's okay. I got a lot of things failing me, so we're all in the same page. Hey, Jeff, let's talk about the pitcher for tonight's game, and tonight the Wolf is on the hill, and I'll let you guys figure out how it came to that nickname. But Ben had a good outing on last Friday night, and Coach even mentioned him in his comments at the beginning of the game. And 5.2 innings pitched, 6 Ks, 2 base home balls, 2 earned runs. I mean, when he left the game, Mustangs were tied.
He gave the Mustangs a great chance to win.
You don't get it back if it hits my gear. If it hits my gear. Yeah, it came over there somewhere.
And that is one of the things Coach mentioned in the interview is, as long as we pitch well and play good defense, we're going to have a chance to win every game. And that's exactly what the Mustangs did in that game. Ben held Colleyville to 2 runs through 5 2/3, and the offense just came up a little bit short that night. But, his first district outing of the season.
Right.
And we know Colleyville has some good bats. We saw them really drive some balls, and Ben held them in check. And, it was just a tough loss for the Mustangs. But you got to like the way he battled, and we expect another good outing from Ben tonight.
Yep. Did you go over that? The 100 pitches, 60 strikes,
yeah,
27 batters?
We looked at that, and that's one number that, you'd like to see a ratio closer to 70% strikes.
So 65 to
70.
Yeah, right.
And what that would do is I think that would keep the base runners down. You pitch with a little bit less stress. Obviously, the more strikes you throw, the less chance of walking someone. And if you get ahead of the hitter early, more likely you can make him hit your pitch versus if you're in a 3-1 count and you got to come at him, with a fastball. It really lets that hitter sit on something and look for a better pitch to drive. So, hopefully we get that ratio up tonight. But again, just a good start by Ben, and we know he's got good stuff. Coach Webster.
By the Wolf. A good start by the Wolf.
Okay, that's going to have to grow on me. But, Coach Webster mentioned in the interview how dominant Ben was last year in the JV season, and that obviously gave him a lot of confidence. We know he's got good stuff, so we expect good things from him going forward.
Well, let's talk about keys to the game. I mean, we chatted a little bit about it, and actually it's a still sky. It's a still evening. There's no flags moving.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a little bit windy.
Surprisingly, the wind is laid down and that flag is laid down.
But I think Argyle's got pop in their bats, even though it didn't come to the forefront on Tuesday night. They see a righty tonight, and I think it's important for Ben to establish the low strike early in the game.
Yeah, that's never a bad idea to keep the ball down, because whether the wind's blowing out or not, it's harder to elevate that ball down around the knees. And we like our chances if they hit the ball on the ground, Trey. Our infield defense has looked really well early season.
So you were out of town on Tuesday. I think the BOON Doggle or something like that. But
it's a business trip.
Sure, write that bad boy off. But you talked about the second key to the game. Give us some insight on that one.
Well, I mentioned earlier, 7 of the Mustangs' hits were extra bases.
Continue the OPS parade.
5 doubles, a triple, and a home run. So, when you're advancing runners more than one base, again, it increases those scoring percentages, and you throw in some walks and the 5 hit by pitches that we mentioned, and that's how you put 10 runs on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the other thing that we've got to do tonight is be early in the count more often defensively. Let's get ahead. Let's own the at bat from a defensive perspective. I mean, that's how they're winning games, like Coach mentioned at the top. I'm happy because it lines up with the kind of things we were talking about. But one of the things I pointed out last Friday is the Wolf has incredible composure. That guy doesn't get rattled by anything. And that's a hallmark of a very good pitcher and a guy that's can be a leader on the for the staff. And I'm looking forward to seeing that again out of Ben tonight.
Yeah, he pitched with runners on base in quite a few innings. The Panthers, Colleyville, had 7 hits as well as 2 base on balls. So, there was 9 base runners right there in 5 2/3 inning. You do the math, and, that's almost 2 base runners an inning.
Yeah.
And he worked his way out of some jams and let his defense work for him. And it was just a good first district start for Ben.
Fantastic. Hey, listen, we'll be back in just a few moments with more Mustang Baseball Live, and hopefully we'll be getting ready for the lineup. Actually, I'll tell you what. Let's go over the probable starting lineups before we cut away, Jeff. Exchanged messages with Coach today, and I think this represents what they're going to bring. First of all, in the outfield, playing left tonight, number 1, Luke Esquivel. In center field is number 2, Zach Goldstein. And in right, number 9, Brady Boozer. The combination's been working.
Yeah, that's the outfield we've seen, with the exception of when Luke is on the mound, and they have been playing good defense and definitely had some timely hits.
So there's going to be a point in time where we're going to get batting averages from Coach, but I haven't pressed him on it yet. So
okay.
Maybe. Let's talk about infield play by the Mustangs and the starters on the infield, Jeff.
Yeah, I've been pleasantly surprised by Lolly's play over at third base. He's not your prototypical third baseman. But
you think just because he's tall?
Well, believe it or not, I played third base in high school, but I got to say, Lolly's made some plays that I wouldn't have made. He's shown some quickness over there. We know he's got a good arm, so he has no trouble making that throw across the diamond.
Right.
But right next to him is Connor Ray, and I have been so impressed by Connor's defense. He's made all the routine plays and almost made a spectacular play the other night.
Right.
Collins played a good second base. We've seen them turn a really spectacular double play, and then we got Jared over at first and making some good picks over there.
Finally, the battery in DH. Ben, we talked about the Wolf on the hill and game changer behind the plate. And then Thomas Powers had a really good game in the DH slot and playing out in the field actually on Tuesday. So he'll be DHing tonight. Hey, we've got lineups, so let us cut to the ambient. All right, we got the Argyle squad. Let's see what we can do on the Mustang side. Mustangs intro's coming.
All right, Mustang fans, I need you to get up and get loud and make some noise for the starting lineup of your Division State champions, Grapevine Mustangs. Batting leadoff, left fielder number 1, Luke Esquivel. Batting second, center fielder, number 2, Zachary Goldstein. Batting third, first baseman, number 12, Jared Boswell. Batting fourth, right fielder, number 9, Brady Boozer. Batting fifth, third baseman, number 11, Lolly Escobar. Batting sixth, catcher, number 24, Gianni Corral. Batting seventh, second baseman, number 5, Colin Hart. Batting eighth, designated hitter, number 4, Thomas Howard. Batting ninth, shortstop, number 7, Connor Ray. And on the mound for the Mustangs tonight, number 18, Benjamin Chin.
The Wolf. Benjamin Chin. All right. All right, I think we're getting ready to do the anthem. Got some bad light behind home
We ask
plate.
that you take time and remove your hats as we honor the brave servicemen and women of armed forces, as well as our first responders with our presentation of the national anthem. Please welcome GHS's own Lane Britton for the singing of tonight's national anthem.
All right, we're ready to go, Jeff. I'm having all kinds of trouble. It's time to trade it in, my brother.
Well, Trey, I think we're going to lose that sun behind home plate here really quick, and it's already halfway behind the bleachers already. So it's just a great night for baseball. It's very comfortable, not chilly, just and not hot, right around 70 degrees.
Yes, I mean, you wonder how you're so fortunate to be out here. Look at the outfield grass. I drove by and they were cutting it today, and it was.
Yeah, it's got that cross cut. That,
it looks really good, doesn't it?
Not sure exactly how they do that.
You go one way at one height, and you go another way at the other height, I think.
You know, it's interesting that they don't have a warning track on the field. I'm not sure the thinking there. Typically, you would put a warning track to let that outfielder know if he's about to get to that fence. But the grass goes all the way to the new metal fence this year, and I believe that's been the case since I've been around the program. So they didn't put a warning track out there.
Yeah, there used to be a didn't there used to be a I think you're right. There used to be some type of warning track out there, maybe 6 or 7 feet worth of dirt.
Yeah, we haven't seen a collision yet at the wall. We did see against Colleyville the other night a play at the wall that unfortunately we didn't come up with, but not a collision. So we're about to get started here. The Argyle is the Eagles, correct, Trey?
Correct. Argyle Eagles.
Argyle Eagles. They've got a leadoff hitter, number 6, and we'll get some names here in a second once Game Changer fires up. Ben leads him off with a looking high strike right there.
Oh, look at that. We got the count. The only thing we don't have is top the inning, but we'll fix that.
Ooh, must have missed inside.
Well, let's get a little shot here where we can see more closely what's going on. This is our Action Logistics home plate cam.
So we have a new sponsor tonight?
New sponsor.
Okay.
It's same person.
Okay.
Okay, just different
terminology.
Different angle. No, it's a different business, but
okay.
It's
Okay, that pitch misses down, so the hitter is worked this to a 3-1 count after that first strike coming in. Had a good cut, swung right through it, so that's a full count. Collins playing several steps out in the grass. He may creep in a little bit, but for a leadoff hitter, you would expect him to be able to run a little bit. He is going to come back on the dirt, and that's going to be a base hit. Oh, no.
Great play right there.
Spoke too soon.
Holy
Highlight
cow,
play by
I
Zach.
didn't shift. My goodness gracious.
Really nice play. Zach made that ball catch on a dive.
Yeah.
We got another left-hander
Yep.
at the plate for the Eagles. Okay, this is their shortstop, Emerson, Trey, and I remember you mentioned last year he's one of the top-rated prospects in his class.
He's a stud, Jeff. He absolutely is a stud.
We couldn't keep him off base last year, I remember.
No, he's very good at a spot.
That's on the ground. It should be
tough
played
play.
by Colin. He makes it.
Great job right there by Colin.
So the Mustangs get two.
We got a little different lighting situation going on between two cameras.
Okay.
So we'll do the best we can. 2 gone though. Look, I haven't touched anything. The board is working. I don't mind.
Don't fall asleep over here.
No, I don't mind. I don't mind doing top or bottom. You know. Oh, good pitch. Look at him. I mean, he is.
But like an off-speed pitch that the hitter took up around the numbers. This is the number 3 hitter, Castleberry, at the plate for the Eagles. Well, that's a well hit. Going to be a base hit to right field.
Yep.
Just stayed back and drove that through the hole over there.
I like Ben going after him.
Yeah. If they're going to beat you, make them beat you early in the count.
Good ball.
Cleanup hitter is number 7, Dunning, for the Eagles.
Down. Okay.
Not much of a lead. Kind of leaning back, not going. Oh, wow.
Great defensive play right there by Gianni.
Yeah, that ball
Man.
bounced at least 5 feet in front of the plate, and Gianni came up with it clean.
Home plate cam brought to you by Action Logistics. Action Logistics provides professional hand loading or unloading of freight trucks and shipping containers at warehouses and distribution centers.
Wow, didn't get the call there.
Country.
Looked like,
You gotta let me finish my readout next time.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. You're gonna get me in trouble. No, I'm just kidding. We're good.
We definitely appreciate our sponsors, Trey.
Yes, we do.
Especially that home plate camera is such a good angle. Still not much of a lead. He's going to check him anyway.
Hey, how about that for being on the trigger? You see me get to that main cam shot? All right.
That's from playing a lot of video games, huh?
No, it's actually from umpiring a lot of games.
Oh, threw it by him right there. So 2-1 count. I noticed Lally looks like he's again shading that line. Fouls that one off to even the count at 2-2. Ooh, he's going to advance right there. That was a wild pitch that Gianni blocked, but it got away from him. That's just definitely a wild pitch. Not much you can do with it.
Jeff, how was New Orleans?
It was fun, Trey, but also a bit exhausting. You know, it's kind of like Vegas.
Yeah.
2 nights is plenty, and 3 nights is too many.
Much. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there it is.
Wow, he got the low strike there and got it. Listen, you are Mustangs coming to bat here in the bottom of the first. You are listening to Mustang Baseball Live on Tradio.
Time and time, still I can't be sure what's on your mind until you surrender your heart. Do you feel at home in my arms? Do you wish for love on a falling star? Will you surrender your heart? Will you surrender your heart?
Okay, how about now? I think we are.
I think so. We've got a left-hander on the mound for the Eagles.
Yep. Was it a switch? Yeah.
Leads Lally off with a fastball right there that he takes for a strike. I'm sorry, Luke Escobar, not Lally.
Yeah, you know, whatever.
That's well hit. Going to be a tough play for the shortstop.
But he has a great arm.
Okay,
Safe.
beat it out.
How
Boy,
about
almost a spectacular play, but Luke got down the line too well for him to throw him out.
Love it.
Now batting for the Mustangs, number 2, Zachary Goldstein.
So get that leadoff hitter on, and it's going to bring Zach to the plate. I noticed he had a triple Tuesday night in Argyle. Not much of a lead at all by Luke. Zach squares the bunt and takes it for a strike. Bit of a delayed call there, but he did call it a strike.
I think we've had pretty good home plate umpires since we've, Yeah,
it looked like a strike. It was just took him a second to make the call.
Yeah. Wow.
Didn't square that time, but that one missed outside. Third baseman is up on the grass and expecting something to happen.
Zach's been in the middle of most of the. Oh, look at that! There's a bunt.
Get down.
It's down.
He's
He's
gonna
going
beat
to
that.
get him at second.
No,
he could have got him at second base, couldn't he?
That ball was in the air, so Luke had to freeze and make sure it was down before he took off. But so that'll be a base hit bunt right there.
Boy, if you're Argyle, this is not what you wanted to see.
Yeah, you mentioned that start the other night, 6 runs in the first, Trey. That's quite a hole to dig, and here the Mustangs got something working early again.
Got to get those runner icons up there, Jeff.
He squares. That's going to get by him and advance the runner on a pass ball.
Everybody moves up.
So catcher's going to go out and talk to the pitcher. They may have got their signals crossed there because that pitch actually was not that bad and was not fielded.
Yeah, look at those pinstripes, man. They look really, really good, don't they?
It is a good look.
Yeah.
So 2 runners in scoring position right here for Jarrett, and be nice to see his bat come alive.
Yep. He's ready for a breakout right here. Trying to get this ready to.
Argyle is on the grass all the way around the infield, so they're going to try and cut anything down.
Oh, what a fantastic pitch by that dude. I mean, tip your cap to him opening on a 1-0 with that lollipop curve.
Yeah, good curveball right there to pick up that strike. Well, good block right there by their catcher on a ball that bounces in.
Ballpark's gotten strangely quiet all of a sudden. Wonder
Yeah.
why. I mean, dugouts are not banging. If I'm on the Mustangs dugout, I'd be, you got a chance to like put your foot on their throat.
We don't have many students here tonight. It is spring break
Oh,
week
I forgot about that. Yeah, right.
For the students.
Right. I forgot about that one. There's.
So the catcher's going to have an equipment change, it looks like. The outfield is fairly deep, so there's a lot of room to drop one in behind those infielders that are up on the grass.
Yeah, I with runners on second and third, you definitely got to play the infield up. Too bad it's not first and third, and they could.
Yeah, well,
it's
the first inning, and it's a nothing game. I'm not sure that all coaches would bring that infield on the grass, but the high school games tend to play a little differently than what you'd see in the majors. Again, that hitter's batting average should increase significantly with those infielders in. They just can't cover as much ground. So Jarrett's in a 2-1 count and should look for something good right here, but he did go. Okay, fastball misses down and away to make it a 3-1 count. And
so if you're Argyle, do you just put him on first instead of throwing him a 3-1?
It's a good question.
Because if you get it near the plate, he's going to make you pay. He's going to burn you just like he did in that state championship game.
We definitely see him do it quite a few times. That's going to miss down. So, they're going to load the bases right here for Brady Boozer.
Oh, Boozer, man. He can. This park's not long enough for him either.
So we mentioned last week that Brady is now swinging exclusively from the left side. They're going to back up in the middle, play for 2 in the middle. That's the Eagles, and then keep the corner infielders in and try and cut that run down. Swings through that, an off-speed pitch out on the outer half, it appeared.
This is where just try to go oppo. Hit it in the left center gap. Stay through the ball. I mean, yeah, you would love to hit one out of the park, but stay through the ball and drive it to that number 3 over there on the wall. Oh,
got a high strike looking right there.
Yeah,
so
that was a pretty good fastball by that guy. Had a little junk on it, didn't it?
Yeah, well, and he came. First pitch was an off-speed pitch, so that fastball looked even faster. So you got a battle here in an 0-2 count, and try and put it in play and move that run in. That's on the
There's
ground.
The ball. That's going to be tough.
Yeah, they shouldn't turn 2. Brady should beat it out.
Yeah.
He does by a step. So,
Yep.
yeah, Mustangs on the board early. So they're going to have first and third with 1 out and a 1-0 lead. That brings Lolly to the plate, and I saw he had one of the extra base hits Tuesday night. He had a double.
Yeah, I don't think our ambient mic is doing anything anymore. So our experience is not that great, but we'll get it fixed here.
Fouls that one away. He's coming our way, Trey, but we're safe.
That's going to hit a truck.
Missed them all.
Yep. Oh, that's a pretty good hit there. Guy from third's tagging. Is that Goldstein? Oh, yeah, nobody's going to throw him out.
Yeah, that ball was way too deep to have a chance at the plate. So good sacrifice fly right there by Lolly to push that second run across.
Number 24, Gianni Corral.
Good baseball right there to drive something to the outfield and bring that run in. So that brings Gianni to the plate, and he had a home run Tuesday night. I hate that I missed that. I don't know that I've seen Gianni hit one.
It was it was a laser.
Uh-huh.
You know, it was phenomenal. Action Logistics home plate cam. Man, it's locked in tonight. Looks very good.
Gets that strike right there on an off-speed pitch a little bit up.
Bases loaded and nobody out, Jeff.
Checked his swing.
If Argyle gets out of this only giving up 2 runs, they're going to be happy, right?
I don't know about happy, Trey, but it could be a lot worse. You know, anytime you spot the other team 2 runs in the first inning, you can't be too happy about that. But could have been a 6-run inning.
A lot worse.
I guess if you compare it to Tuesday night.
He had a good lead at first base. Yeah. Yeah, if you compare it to Tuesday night, where it was a 6th spot in the first inning, then a lot different.
He's got a decent lead.
Oh, we got fans. You got a fan.
That's well hit, but in the air, I think they're going to run it down in center. So Mustangs leave 1 stranded, but do push 2 across to take an early 2-0 lead to the top of the second. You're watching Mustang Baseball live on Tradio.
Tonight we have a special treat.
Don't wanna go too long without it.
Hey, Amy.
Everyone's talking all about it. Everybody all across the world. So if you with me, go on and shout it. I know why. Lesson 1, pen and paper, take some notes. It's a vibe, let me show you how it goes. Throw your hands to the sky, way up high. We ain't never looked so fly. It's like music to my eyes. Let them know we
It's a pretty good first inning for the Mustangs, Jeff.
Definitely, Trey, yeah. 2 runs and 2 hits. Got Brady McCoy, I believe, leading off for the Eagles. Swings through that one.
Great pitch. Didn't get the call.
No, but looked like a good breaking pitch right there that must have missed a tad down.
Back knee pitch.
That one bounces in. Seems when that curveball misses, he's missing down with it, which is a good place to miss unless there's runners on base. Fastball right there. Got on his hands a little bit. Lolly comes up with clean and makes the first out. So good play right there.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 4, Ian Burvis.
Brings Ian Burrows to the plate. He's the catcher for the Eagles.
Pitch right there. What did we say?
Getting ahead.
Get ahead. That's right. I think he's
a good recipe.
Absolutely. Had a leadoff hit, and that's it, right? Very first player of the game.
The 3-hitter had the hit.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay, now he's sitting 0-2 on this guy. The wolf is hungry. Let's go. Feed the wolf.
We may need to consult Ben on that one.
Well, if he doesn't like it, I get it. Oh, that's another great pitch. Wow, it must have been out.
Yeah, good spot 0-2. Just make him hit something out of the zone if you're gonna go after him. Another curveball right there that bounces in.
Yeah, that's the danger of that pitch is if the kid swings, he's on first base.
True, yeah, it's going to be very tough to make that play on that third strike right there when it's at the net.
Good pitch. Look at that.
Swinging strikeout right there. Look at just a good fastball down around the knees. This is a DH for the Eagles. Ian Ladd, he's a left-hander.
It doesn't say what class he's in, I guess.
No, I just got their positions here on Game Changer. Swinging foul ball right there.
Had to be foul because Johnny didn't jump out and smother it. That was a sweet play he made at Argyle last year. Remember that one hit right in front of the plate and he jumped out and did a 360 and threw the guy out.
I do remember that. Yeah, he's got good quickness back there for sure. Oh, wow.
Had him off stride.
Must have missed outside, but definitely the right level for a strike. Okay, another one he bounces in. He's just snapping that curveball off a little too much. I think sometimes they call that choking the pitch or
holding it too tight. Holding on too tight.
It's really more to do with the release point, but
good pitch. Oh, he didn't get that call.
So fastball that misses in to run the count to 3-1. We've seen this a few times. He'll get ahead early and then come back with a couple balls, but he's so far been able to go at him and come back. Swing and strike, good fastball.
That guy wasn't even ready for that one.
No, it was not a very good swing he had at it.
Yeah. Hey, so you seen this? I wonder if this is fake AI-generated stuff, but
it's well hit. Right at Zach, though, so that's going to be the third out. The Mustangs have a clean inning and sit on that 2-0 lead headed to the bottom of the second was.
Hey, we'll be right back with more Mustang Baseball Live on Tradio.
Same old thing day to day. Fussing and groaning, but that won't go pave the way. Gotta work hard, fight for your spot, whether you like it or not. Gotta work hard, fight for your spot, on your rise to the top. I'm one of one, no, they can't steal my style. They bump their gums, run their mouth to the crowd. We don't hear none of that, none of that, none of that. What are you deaf? We don't hear none of that, none of that, none of that. Now I'm just blessed. How can I not be the best? How can I not be the best till I run out of breath? I can beat all of the rest. I'll live my life to the death till I run out of. How can I not be the best? How can I not be the best till I run out of breath? I can beat all of the rest. I'll live my life to the death till I run out of breath. We the only ones out here. That's what mean about this. We the only ones out here. Our street clothes are outfits. How can I not be the best? How can I not be the best till I run out of breath? I can beat all of the rest. I'll live my life to the death till I run out of. How can I not be the best? How can I not be the best till I run out of breath? I can beat all of the rest. I'll live my life to the death till I run out of breath.
Okay, we got go ahead. Who's that look like?
That is Colin Park at the plate. He swings at a high fastball
You're
and
right.
fouls it back.
Number 5, Colin Park. Yes, sir. Let's give him some loving.
In the interview, Coach mentioned the base running that Colin did for the team last year.
Oh yeah, which was significant.
Yeah. I don't know his stolen base numbers, but he was probably near the lead because running for Gianni, he was on base a lot.
It's absolutely the case.
Oh, threw that one by him.
That was a good pitch by the pitcher.
Yeah, good fastball right there.
Yep.
Now batting for the Mustangs, number 4, Thomas Powers.
Okay, I thought this pitcher for the Eagles looked familiar. This is Manis, and I'm fairly certain he pitched against us last year, Trey, and was effective. So we got Thomas Powers at the plate with 1 out. Takes that high strike right there.
I think Thomas had a pretty good game on Tuesday.
He had one of those doubles I saw.
Let me make this as the bottom half of the inning. That's one thing I'm going to have to call the provider about, because everything's working but that. Top of the inning. Bottom
Picture
of the inning.
looks great, Trey.
Yeah, I'm real happy with that one. A little too much white in it. You gotta.
You are a perfectionist.
Uh-oh, is that going to get us? No. I'm counting on you. Hey, man, you got to be a perfectionist.
So 1-2 count right here on Thomas.
Way to battle right there, Thomas.
Yeah, tough pitch right there, up around the letters that he just battles off, fouls it straight back. I like how he shortened up.
He does look a little bit like Connor, doesn't he?
He's built like him. And yeah, the face shot you just had.
Yeah, right. Oh, nice job.
Yeah, came at him with a off-speed pitch that Thomas was able to
Kept his hands
fight off.
back, and it's awesome. He's going to rip one in the left center field gap. I feel it, man. Looks like he's hunting it up, doesn't he?
This will be the 6th pitch of the at bat, so he's at least making that pitcher work.
Got him. Oof.
Yeah, I think that was inside. Good fastball right there that backed Thomas off the plate a bit.
I tell you, I thought it was a done deal. But he got some.
So we got a 2-2 count right here.
Thomas, two-sport guy, starter in football too. He and Boozer.
He looks
were
like
both,
a football player.
Thomas was a defensive starter.
Okay.
And also I think he returned punts, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, I love the two-sport athlete guys.
Yeah, that's great, especially at the high school level.
Yeah, it's very difficult in 5A to do that.
Oh,
Got him.
Just threw a fastball by him high right there. But Thomas at least made him work. That was the 8th pitch of the at bat.
Now batting for the Mustangs, number 7, Connor Ray.
Connor Ray, man. You mentioned him in the top. He's only a sophomore, right?
He is a sophomore, and you know we talked about his defense earlier, but he's also swung a pretty good stick.
Wind's picked up a little bit, Jeff. Blowing out the left a little, I think. Do you feel that?
Yeah, I do feel it on our back. Yeah, Connor went 1 for 3 Tuesday night with 2 RBIs. Takes that one up for a ball.
And what if I was just thinking about how amazing this Grapevine baseball tradition has been over the last 20 years, 15 years, whatever. You know.
Yeah, I mean, you look out there at the scoreboard, state champions in 2016, finalists the next year.
Lost by 2 runs, 4-2.
You know, obviously, we've talked a lot about last year's state championship, but the year before, in 23, the team went deep in the playoffs.
Yeah, it got beaten the region semifinals.
Right, we were
by Lubbock Cooper, right?
That's right.
LCP.
That's right. Yeah, tough game we
yeah,
played
right.
up in
we
Wichita
won the first
Falls,
one and lost the next 2.
Yeah.
No, that was at Tarleton.
Tarleton.
We
that's
won
right.
We won the first game on Friday night, and they beat us twice on Saturday.
Yeah, that was a tough Saturday.
It's a tough ride back.
Yeah.
Can't believe you didn't do any driving.
Connor fouls that pitch back.
Oh, he
good
got
swing.
it hard.
Second baseman comes up with it, makes the out, but nice swing right there with 2 strikes. He got an off-speed pitch and just stayed back and hit it on the line, but right at that second baseman. So the Mustangs go down scoreless, but still sit on that 2-0 lead headed to the top of the 3rd.
The C.J. Knipper Memorial Golf Tournament will be held this year on Friday, October 10th at Fossil Creek Golf Club. The tournament is dedicated to honoring the memory of C.J., who was a GHS student actively involved in DECA and golf. 100% of the proceeds from the tournament create scholarships for deserving DECA seniors at Grapevine High School. Since 2020, $45,000 in scholarships have been awarded. To find out more, including how to donate or be part of the tournament, please go to www.cjmemorialgolftournament.com.
Here it is, the moment we've been waiting for. Showdown tonight, are you keeping score? 2 champions at the helm, so get ready for this. All eyes on the prize, you couldn't write a better script, no. This is the main event, This is the main event, This is the main event, come on. High speed adrenaline running through my veins. Too fast from the start, I was...
All right, Jeff, we're back live here now. The board has not changed to the 3rd inning. So, you know, I don't want to override it or anything.
Yeah.
Need to have them switch.
They didn't put up the bottom of the second yet. Swing and strike right there. Irwin is at the plate. It's the first baseman for the Eagles.
So this is the top of the third, folks.
Yeah, the score at least is correct, just not the inning count.
Even the count's accurate. Wow, that was one of those low strikes right there. I was hoping, but we didn't get the call on it.
Yeah, it seems that our scorekeeper in Grapevine's still rounding into form.
Okay.
A 3-1 count on the hitter. Yeah, you can definitely, that's a foul ball down the left field line. The wind has all of a sudden picked up. We're just not seeing it on the flag, but we feel it on our back. And even a better indicator, Trey, is look at that hamburger smoke blowing towards left.
Oh, yeah, that's moving pretty quickly.
That's one way you can judge the wind. See what that smoke coming off the grill.
Definitely look at the grill smoke at Grapevine. It'll set you free. I agree. Okay, let's see.
Swing and strike right there to get him. So Ben's got, I believe, 3 strikeouts. We're missing the K meter.
Throw some barbs there, baby. All right, look, I'm going to have to go ahead and there they go. They just adjusted it. Okay. My guess is they got hung up in Never Never Land and had to look through a manual on it, But I mean, these things are complex now. You got a lot of data up there if you want.
Well, you certainly don't want to read the directions. That's the worst. I don't read directions. That's going to be a tough play. Lolly comes and gets it, throws it across for a strike to get that second out.
My coach, I tried to throw like that a few times. He would not do it. He made me come over the top. And I was the least accurate thrower on the team. That's why he put me in center field so that, you have a little wider variability.
Well, when you're on the move like that, I feel like if you try and come over the top, sometimes you're going to.
No, you shouldn't. I think third base is a natural. I mean, there's a few guys that want to come over the top, but if you're aggressive to the baseball, sidearm, 3/4, whatever, over third base is fine.
Exactly. Well, especially when you're moving in that direction. You see the shortstop, when he makes a charging play, is usually going to throw sidearm to first. That's in the air, left center. Luke's got a beat on it. He's going to make the play not too far from the wall, so the Eagles go down in order.
Potentially on the warning track.
Correct,
right?
correct. No dirt out there on the track, but definitely in that vicinity. So still got a 2-0 lead here as the Mustangs roll to the bottom of the third inning.
You are listening to Mustang Baseball Live on Tradio. Well, we got the Force batting now.
I like that nickname, Trey.
You're not really on it with the Wolf, but you like the Force.
Yeah, I saw Star Wars. That's Well,
You never saw Pulp Fiction, the cleanup guy? The wolf?
I did see that. I thought you were calling him that
I
because
was.
of Chinny
I
Chin
was.
Chin.
I was. Don't.
That was a tough pitch to lead him off with right there. A breaking pitch that Luke spit on. So that ball misses right there to make it 1-1. Ooh.
Wow.
Luke had a good cut,
Pitcher
but
came back. That was mono-a-mono, baby. The pitcher won that one.
yeah, that high fastball he's got is a little tough to catch up to. I'm not even going to call it sneaky velocity. It's decent velocity. I definitely remember him pitching against us last year, and I seem to think he pitched well. That one misses away. Okay, Luke works it to a full count right there. That ball misses down and out. Be interesting to see what he goes at him with here. He showed a good breaking pitch and fastball in this at bat. Goes at him with the hard stuff, and Luke looks at it, but unfortunately, umpire calls it a strike.
Now batting for the Mustangs, number 2, Zach Goldstein.
Let's go bring Zach to the plate with 1 out. Zach had that bunt base hit in his first at bat.
Good
Takes
pitch.
that one. Yeah, good eye by Zach right there to take it. You know what I like about that home plate camera tray is it shows the viewer kind of what the hitter sees coming in, and you get a good feel for those, especially curveballs. You know how much that pitch is moving. Takes that fastball up. Zach's in a 3-0 count right here. He's going to work him for a walk, so Zach's reached base both at bats tonight.
Now batting for the Mustangs, number 12, Jared Boswell.
That brings Jared to the plate, and he walked in his last at bat to load the bases and set up a big inning. Zach's got a decent lead. We haven't tried to run yet. Just going to check him at first.
Yeah, while we have a little break in the action, Jeff, how about this? Boom! There we go.
That is an awesome
So,
catch
yeah, so
by Joe. Just
you know, we actually, you know, we live in. I need to get us a wide shot here. We live in down the edge, and that's a lot of good fish right there.
Yeah.
That was from today.
What a haul! Yeah, that was today. Obviously, no classes down at A&M today.
Yeah, amazing. Solid lead at first by number 2.
So that pitch missed up, and if the board's right, we've got a 2-0 count here on Jarrett. So that, I believe, is 6 straight balls right here by Manis thrown. Wow, that misses also. The board's showing 2-0, but I think he's in a 3-0 count. Okay, that was a strike right there.
Umpire just held up his numbers, and I didn't see exactly what it said, but
maybe it is 2-1.
Goldstein at first dives back.
Yeah, he didn't have much of a lead there.
I'd like to see the Mustangs start running a little bit, you know, get a little action here.
Oh, wow. Jared takes a big cut, fouls it back. That was that high fastball up around the letters.
He was just off.
Yeah,
Off.
He really took a hack at it. So, yeah, we've got a 2-2 count right here. Yeah, I kind of would like to see that hit and run just to force Jarrett to be aggressive, at least in a good hitter's count.
Good lead at first base.
Another good swing, fouls that one straight back. The pitcher's using a slide step, so he is going to be very tough to run on.
Looks like the left fielder's really hugging the line, and the center fielder's shaded over this way. They're giving Jared that left center, aren't they?
Boy, there is a big
That
gap
is
over
huge
there.
Gap.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Way
Good
to battle.
adjustment. Yeah, that was an off-speed pitch that Jarrett just had to adjust to foul it off.
So they're going to try to get him under his hands or have him chase something way off the plate based on the positioning, I guess. He's not going to get anything on outer half, I would assume.
Yeah, it is an interesting outfield positioning.
Yeah.
We'll check him at first. That wind definitely has picked up, and I almost feel like it's blowing in now, Trey.
I still feel it on my back.
Yeah. Another foul ball right there.
You can see that was a good shot of the grill smoke. You know, we actually can see how much it's blowing.
Yeah.
That smoke's definitely not going straight up.
I believe that's 4 foul balls now in this at bat by Jarrett. Oh, wow, another foul ball.
That almost took us out on the camera.
That ball was way down, and Jarrett was just able to get a piece of it.
So we're coming at you live on multiple channels tonight. Should be able to see us on, you know, if everything's going right, you should be able to see it on our YouTube channel, Facebook Live on our page, Instagram, and also X. And we've got it on our website as well tonight.
Oh, got him looking
Wow.
right there. Good fastball. I look like on the outside part of the plate, down around the knees. Just a tough pitch. Jarrett really battled there. Gonna bring Brady to the plate here with 2 outs.
Now he had a nice deep fly ball to bring in a run first time up, didn't he?
That was Lolly. He
Oh,
did
that was
have
Lolly?
a ground ball.
He beat it out at first base.
RBI, yeah.
So he reached base on the fielder's choice.
Fielder's choice, correct. But it does pick up an RBI there.
That's right, since they only got 1 out. Now, if you get 2 outs with the bases loaded, you get no outs and you hit a double play. By the book, you don't get an RBI.
Correct. That should be a foul ball. It hit off his
foul ball
foot.
anyway, yeah.
wouldn't mind seeing us try and steal a base here with 2 outs. We know Zach's got good speed. Oh. Brady had a good cut, just fouled it back.
Yep.
We've had a little bit trouble squaring it up. We've had some good cuts, but just haven't been able to center that baseball up. It's a sign of a good pitcher too, though.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. This is not the guy that beat Grapevine last year.
Another foul ball, and
Is
Zach
it?
was moving that time.
This is not the guy that beat Grapevine last year, is it?
I'll see if I can find last year's
Because
box score.
he pitched on Friday night. He pitched against Dason on the first night.
Yeah, I'm going to check that because I know he pitched against us last year. Oh, it's going to get through. Zach is going to have to freeze at second. So
A pretty good arm in right field. Did you see that?
yeah, that was a good arm and a good job of hitting right there by Brady. That was an off-speed pitch that he stayed back on and hit it through that
Dropped the barrel and got it through the
second base
hole,
hole. Definitely, yeah. So it's going to put a run in scoring position for Lolly. Lolly had that sac fly to right field in his first at bat. With 2 outs, any base hit to the outfield should score that run. Well, that's going to get by him, so we're going to have runners at second and third.
He doesn't know where it is. He doesn't know where it is.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to stay at third, but you're right. That catcher had trouble finding that ball. That's where that pitcher's got to come in and point him in the right direction.
Hey, I just remember Paul Skeens doing that one time with his catcher. Did you see where that baseball card, a single baseball card, was sold for I thought it was $1.9 million?
His rookie card, I guess?
It's his rookie card, but it was signed, and it was a special
Something.
Topps thing that they inserted, and they didn't tell anybody where it went. Some kid in L.A. got it, and I don't know. I couldn't explain all the terms that they had in there, but
I've heard
bottom line is that instead of, and they got it last year, the family got $1.9 million for it, and they're going to put it into the kids' college funds. They got a kid who got the card in his pack, and then his brother. So, and they're going to get to meet Skeens and everything. I think that's how you say his name.
Paul Skeens. Yeah. That's awesome. I need to start buying cards. I could use a
Well,
million.
no, it was there was only one of them made.
Right, but it's just luck of the draw, right? I mean, I've heard about these special release cards.
Apparently, they got the box. They bought a couple of boxes.
Threw that fastball by Lolly right there in a 2-0 count.
A couple of boxes, and then a company out in L.A. did the auction and delivered it to somebody in Texas, I think, or I think the buyer was in Texas.
Ooh. That's pretty well hit. Center field was going to go back on. He's not going to get there.
No
That's
way.
going to score 2 runs.
Lolly hammered the ball.
Another extra base hit right there for Lolly, and that ball was well hit. The wind probably held it up some.
Oh, my gosh.
Good job right there, driving it in that right center gap. So Mustangs double up their lead and make it a 4-run ball game. Still threatening here with Gianni at the plate and Lolly at second. That one bounces in, but the catcher does keep it in front.
That's a good pitch.
Yeah, that's that high strike to even the count at 1-1.
This is a dangerous guy, though, right here in this situation. If you give up on him, kind of lay it in there, he's going to make you pay, as he did on Tuesday night.
Well, we saw, even as a ninth grader, he's a hard out. Swings through that
cut,
one.
Man.
Yeah, I think that was that curveball that he was a little bit out in front of.
Shot at second base.
That fastball misses way up.
Give me a shot at second base. The guy on second.
We got a 2-2 count here with 2 outs.
Yep, Lolly Esquivel out there on second base after a crush over the center fielder's head to drive in 2 runs. Oh, he kept his hands back.
That's down the right field line. The right fielder's going to get there.
Oh, what a great play.
Yeah, nice play right there. He covered a lot of ground and makes that catch going down for it. So Mustangs leave one stranded, but do pick up 2 runs and now have a 4-0 lead headed to the top of the 4th. You're watching Mustang Baseball live on Tradio.
Hear the thunder, feel the rage, see my heartbeat beating through my chest. About to rain down on your parade, 'cause this is our house. You gon' learn today, 'cause we run the game. We are the
Okay, Jeff, welcome back to the land of the Mustangs.
Yeah, we got Emerson at the plate here for the Eagles.
Let's see what we got here. We're in the top of 4th, I think. I got to get over here on my picture.
Yeah, the Eagles only have 1 hit so far.
That's Ben Chin, my man.
Yeah,
the Wolf.
Ben has done a good job keeping them in check, and defense has made all the plays so far.
That's
well hit. That's down the line. Oh,
that's fair ball.
Fair ball. It's going to be 2 at least.
It's probably going to be 3.
He's going to pull up at second. So we mentioned earlier we couldn't keep him off base last year, and he showed some of that talent tonight on that line drive down the line. It was, boy, it had to be right on the chalk.
It was.
Or the paint.
It hit right there in front of us.
Yeah.
But, so, I mean, it was absolutely fair. He roped it, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. I just know it was close. That was our best hope, was it might go foul.
Help me, Obi-Wan.
So that puts a runner on second base with nobody
You're our
out.
only hope. Okay. I'm going to run out of taping space on my drive here.
This is their number 3 hitter, and he did have a hit. He had the hit to right field in his first at bat.
Oh, he called it a strike. Mustangs may have gotten a break there.
Yeah, it looked like he checked
It
the
looked
swing.
like he did, but I'm gonna sit back. I think I know the guy behind the plate. I think this could be Mr. Castellanos.
Okay, that pitch misses a little bit down.
Argyle has a runner at second base, and I have not put him on the runner icons.
There's a strike. That evens the count at 2-2.
I accept any criticism.
So Ben's at 47 pitches here in the top of the 4th inning. That's a good number.
See, is it?
Oh, hits him with a pitch. So I just lost that fastball inside, got him on the hip. This is the cleanup hitter, Dunning, who's the third baseman tonight. So we're playing up on the corners, possibly looking for a bunt, but I'm not sure. With a cleanup hitter and a 4-run deficit, I'm not sure they are going to bunt here. He is swinging, and they're running. So they're going to advance.
Straight still.
Yeah, they're going to advance the runners without a bunt. The base runner at second got a really big jump. I don't think Gianni had a shot to throw him out, even if he came up clean.
Our coach is going to come out and talk to him a little bit here now, I think.
Yeah, they try and settle Ben down. Mustangs are on a 4-0 lead, so a run or two here is okay. You just need to avoid letting him have a big inning, a really big inning. Umpire's going to come out and break up the party.
Oh, apparently.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's asking them what they're doing after the game. You're welcome. So we're going to get back in action here, and still got Dunning at the plate in a 1-0 count. That's a strike.
Pitcher
Lolly's
and third base in the same shot.
Lolly's
Don't
playing
worry
on.
about home. I got that one covered.
Lolly's on the edge of the grass. Probably going to try and cut that run off. There's a swing and strike. Playing back everywhere else. So unless it's a ground ball to Lolly, I think we're going to give him that run and try and get the out at first base.
Yeah, coach has definitely got him kind of.
Strikeout would be big here. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Got him looking.
Wow, and the guy knew it. Did you see him? He looked back at the umpire. He looked back at the umpire to say, you didn't see that, did you?
Yeah, I think he knew it was a
He
strike.
knew it was.
So Ben picks up his 4th strikeout of the night in a really big spot right there.
Composed, man.
Yeah, we talked about that in the Colleyville game. He pitched with a lot of runners on base. And
the Wolf does not get flustered.
Stranded.
He stalks his prey until he can take him down. So
there's another strike.
I know you don't like it, but I'm going to make it grow on you.
Okay. Well, I thought he was going to get the call, but he didn't get the call there.
Lolly's still up there. They think, he just don't want them to pull a play out on him. Okay.
Yeah, that pitch misses down and in.
Yeah, he did some of this. Did you see this?
I was looking at the hitter.
Well, that's okay. I was watching the pitcher on the monitor.
Way out in front of that one.
I got by Lolly.
Oh, wow.
That was the play they wanted.
They're going to score 2. Boy, that ball was right on the line. I wasn't even sure it was fair, but the umpire made a quick, fair signal.
Oh, yeah, it went under.
Yeah, Lolly got a glove on it. He was just, it looked like he was on the other side of the bag.
It was a backhand shot for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, that is a hit. Lolly almost made a really nice play. So Mustangs find that 4-run lead cut in half. Eagles pick up their 3rd hit. Base runner seem to be kind of creeping out there. They may try and steal another base. Base runner is their second baseman. It looks like he can run.
Now, what are you basing that on?
Just his size and the fact he's a middle infielder. He's typically a good athlete if you're playing middle infield.
I'm not arguing with you. I just think you might be discriminating against guys our size.
Well, hey, Trey, I mean, weren't you a speedster? I mean, I was compact build, right?
Yes. 4.8 40 at my best.
Okay. Not a blazer, but
not a blazer,
but decent baseball speed.
But I was a good base runner. I led the team in stolen bases. Oh man, that guy's gonna make it second.
So we get a swing and strike, but that was a wild pitch.
Yeah. Is that the second strike or first?
I believe that was a first strike. That's that curveball again that's breaking way out in front of the plate. This is a catcher, Burrows, at the plate.
Runner on second for Argyle.
Didn't get the high strike call right there.
Yeah, these runner icons are running me in circles, Jeff. I got them right.
Okay.
I mean, we're on board. Everything's working well.
There he gets the call there. Well, that must have been the 3rd strike. He's going back to the dugout. So the board was wrong on the ball strike.
I thought it was, actually.
Okay. So
I
2 outs here.
I didn't want to put myself too at risk.
Mustangs need to get out of this inning with any more damage. It's a DH Ladd at the plate. Takes that off-speed pitch for a ball. Good shot at second base right there.
Yeah, we got the colors mismatched a little bit. See how the greens are different?
There's a strike.
Get that squared away.
Good fastball right there down around the knees that the hitter takes.
Yeah.
This is that spot where that ball's on the ground in the infield. You definitely got to keep it on the infield and make them get another hit to score. Strike looking right there to get that second strike.
In between innings, come over here. We got to check that other camera out. Oh, great pitch. Oh, he didn't get the call.
No, he didn't get the call.
Wow.
So that evens the count at 2-2 with 2 outs. Runner at second base. Oh, wow.
I think he fouled it, right?
He must have. Gianni didn't hang on to it. That would be an out if he hang on to it.
Who is that at second base? Yeah.
That's a second baseman for the Eagles. I believe it's McCoy.
I think this color green right here is the one we want. Boom. Oh, we got
There's a
to chase
strikeout.
one. Wow.
So Ben picks up his 6th strikeout of the night, but the Eagles do answer right there with 2 runs of their own in the that was the top of the 5th inning, I believe. So we've got a 4-2 ball game headed to the bottom of the 5th inning, and you're watching Mustang Baseball Live on Tradio.
Yes, sir.
Got Colin Park leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Mustangs. Swings and misses at that high fastball right there. Takes that one for a ball. Ooh, takes that one in the back for a hit by pitch.
Now off the bat for the Mustangs, number 4, Thomas Powers.
So we mentioned earlier the Mustangs got hit 5 times Tuesday night. That's the first hit by pitch tonight.
It's so hard to see in here.
It's going to bring Thomas Powers to
turn
the
down
plate.
that ambient sound a little bit.
Yeah, we've got action in the Eagles bullpen.
Yeah.
Let's hope the ball stays in the bullpen. Squares to bunt, takes it for a ball.
Oh, dude, my arm's so chopped.
Third baseman is well in on the grass.
Oh, yeah, way in.
Yeah, almost even with the mound.
Yeah.
Coming farther.
And that's why.
Takes that one for a strike.
That's Thomas Powers there.
Are you still throwing changeup?
Yeah, if you can push one to the right side and make that first baseman field it, possibly get a bunt base hit that way. We'll check him first.
What? Huh? What?
Coach Webster goes through some signs here. We'll see if Thomas is still bunting.
A reasonable lead at first base by.
Sorry, it's just hard to see in here.
Actually, pretty small lead.
Well, I mean, when I say reasonable, I meant just marginal. I mean, it's not extended.
And if you
and
are bunting,
he's not hanging out on. Did that come out of the?
I think it hit the backboard.
Yeah.
I guess.
I thought about bringing some plywood for us to hide behind.
I thought about that too, Trey.
I do have some plywood. That, what we use for our.
How tall are the pitching screens in the hack shack? Maybe we could borrow one
Great
of them.
idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes sense to have a smaller lead if you're bunting because you don't want to get picked off when you're willing to give up the out to move the runner. Well, he's swinging there. Had a big cut at it. Just swung right through it.
This guy's throwing heat down there. We're a little gun shy. Both of us are looking in the pin.
Money.
Yeah, we're gonna have to move quick. It's getting in there well. Ooh, it did hit him.
Ooh, that was close.
It was close, but it was definitely a ball to make it a full count.
That's moving good.
Yeah, we can hear that mitt popping on that ambient.
He is doing some I'm going to bring it down a little so it doesn't make us jump.
That's a good spot.
He missed it.
Yeah, got him swinging right there. Gonna bring Connor Ray to the plate here.
Now at the bat for the Mustangs, number 7, Connor Ray.
Both of us jumped down there immediately.
Got one eye on the game and one on the bullpen.
So those fish that your son caught, what lake was he on? Did he tell you?
I know that Lake Bryan is one of the lakes he fishes, but I think there might be another lake he's been trying out. That's well
that is
hit.
A rip.
That's going to burn him. That's going to score a run. That's going to be a stand-up double, if not more. Connor's wheeling. He's going to hold up at second. Whoa, that was well hit.
That's another run for the Mustangs.
That was right at that 350 sign and carried most of the way there.
Now batting for the Mustangs.
So another extra base hit for the Mustangs and stretch that lead out to 5-2.
Yeah, looks like they're going to make pitch and change. Looks like they're going to make pitch and change right here, Jeff.
I believe so. The starter Bandits is up to 78 pitches, and the guy in the bullpen has been probably thrown at least 10 to 15 pitches already. They're going to stick with him.
We had the guy with the ambient sound there pull the trigger pretty quick on that music.
Now batting for the Mustangs, number 1, Luke.
This guy's got an arm in the pin, though, Jeff.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to stick with the lefty Manis just because we've got a slew of left-handed hitters coming.
Yeah,
We've
that
got
makes sense.
Our first 4 hitters are all lefties.
Yep. Tough to come after him.
Takes that one.
Had the same thing last year. Who batted fourth?
No, we had.
No, you had Sammy Kelly bat at left. You had Peyton Tatum bat at left, and then you had Jarrett bat at left.
But Zach didn't hit at the top of the lineup. I believe we did have a right-hander somewhere in the mix there.
Who was 4?
Let me
Oh,
think
Ryan
now.
Williams. You're right-handed. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, Ryan
was right-handed.
Yeah, Ryan was the cleanup hitter.
Mm-hmm.
So Lawley's in a good count right here, 2-0.
Connor Ray at second base for the Mustangs. No, who's at second base?
That's Connor Ray.
Yeah.
Another extra base hit.
This is Luke batting, not Lolly.
Okay, I thought I said Luke. This time.
I could have
Not the first time.
I heard you say Lolly, but that's all right.
Not the first time. I did make that mistake earlier. It's in a 3-0 count right here. Be interested to see if he's swinging, if he gets a strike. No, he was taking that one, and that one misses. So
all the way.
Another base on balls here.
I have fallen down on the job. Wow. There we go. Got runner icons. Okay, now they're going to get to play their music. All right. Maybe not. No, there's. Here comes the change.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to roll to some music that we can stay away from the ding list. Here we go. Well, unless this thing stops.
It's been years since I hit this red clay, this run downtown home of my glory days. Coming back here makes me wonder why I ever left this place, 'cause everything's the same until I see her face. There's a blue outlaw with a Letterman jacket, Springsteen ties, with the words of 10th Avenue bonfire late night tailgates after we once stayed. I see a friend of a friend, some tequila and red wine, a ring in the mud where I asked her to be mine, her walking away, leaving high heel tracks in the dirt. Yeah, the past isn't bad, she was gone so fast, but tonight it's all coming back. Seems like the only thing that changes round here are the words on the marquee, blinking no vacancy. So when I drove down Main Street, every late night memory rolled right over me, like when I first saw her face, and my whole world changed. With a blue outlaw with a Letterman jacket, Springsteen ties, with the words of 10th Avenue bonfire late night tailgates after we once stayed. See a friend of a friend, some tequila and red wine, a ring in the mud where I asked her to be mine, her walking away, leaving high heel tracks in the dirt. Yeah, the past is the past, she was gone so fast, but tonight it's all coming back. Yeah, tonight it's all coming back. Oh, see that look in her eyes when she told me she loved me, that teenage innocence, gone with the first kiss. If I only knew we were just making memories. 'Cause a friend of a friend, some tequila and red wine, a ring in the mud where I asked her to be mine, her walking away, leaving high heel tracks in the dirt. Yeah, the past is the past, she was gone so every single night.
All right, we're back on, Jeff.
The new pitcher for the Eagles is a right-hander, number 20. Don't have a name yet.
He was throwing darts down here, though. We were watching him warm up out of what would we say?
Out of fear?
Out of fear of being
in defense of our
there
body.
would be a point in my life where I would have not been worried about that fastball. This is not that point. Look at that, man. Wow. I wish I knew what he was throwing.
Yeah, that looked like just a fastball right there to make it a 1-1 count on Zach.
Connor Ray on second base, Luke Esquivel on first.
Inside move right there, nothing happening.
That's Goldstein at the plate. The junior made his presence known last year. Important part of that run.
Sabine at now pitching for the Eagles, and Zach swings through that fastball. Just to close the book on Manis, he went 3 1/3 innings, gave up 5 hits and 4 earned runs, did have 5 strikeouts. and the runners on base are his responsibility. Fouls that one off.
You got that a little too high. Let's turn this down a little. All right, you there still? Yeah. Yeah, I just think we had the ambient a bit high, at least according to the output. Check with your network. How are we looking for sound and video? Anybody that knows,
our
Jeff or myself, give us some feedback. Would be great.
Primary sound testers here. That's going to get away, and we're going to move up second and third. Connor takes a big trip around third base, but holds up. So we got 2 runners in scoring position here for Zach. 1 out, and the Eagles going to come up and play on the grass, try and keep that score where it's at right now if the ball's on the infield.
Yeah, this is a time where we need Zach to. Last year at Argyle, man, he yanked one down the right side. I think he had a big hit on Tuesday night, maybe.
He had a triple.
Yeah,
he had a triple. I saw that in the box score.
Yeah.
So full count right here on Zach.
Good eye.
Yeah, that one misses, so.
Wow.
Zach's had 2 base on balls tonight, and that bunt for base hit in the first inning.
Number 12, Jarrett Boswell.
Great spot for Jarrett right here to blow this game open. Trey, I'm gonna say Jarrett gets a hit right here. I'm gonna make that prediction.
I'm gonna jump on that bandwagon too. The bases are jacked. He's clutch. Oh,
fouls that one off. Get out of play. Left fielder's going at it. He's going to get there. We're going to tag. He gets there. Wow, that was a very close play at the plate, and Connor avoided the tag. Throw was just a little bit to the foul side, but that left fielder made a nice play and a pretty good throw on the run right there.
Really bad camera work by me. I didn't stay on it, but as it turned out, I was on the whole plate cam when he slid in. So, you know, can't get them all.
Number 9, Brady Boo.
So I got a question, Trey. Was that ball fair or foul?
Foul.
Foul.
Yeah.
So you don't get an RBI on a foul ball.
Yeah, you do. You get an RBI. You get a sac fly there.
Do you?
Yes.
That's.
Yes.
I'm not sure about that.
Actually,
but,
you know what?
Game Changer is showing an RBI.
Okay. I mean, it's a sac fly, but I mean, I could see your argument.
That's an odd play. You don't see too many foul balls where they're going to tag up and score. So
how many outs we have? I think
there's
we have
2 outs. The
Yeah,
board's
the board
not right.
Yeah. There we go. They just updated. But my scoreboard
still got runners out there at second and third. So not only did we advance to score that run, the other runners moved up a base. That's could be important. It takes away the force on the infield, which makes that play a little bit tougher.
Means you got to go to first to get it, right?
Correct.
Oh, man, that is a
He just got under it.
Yeah, but he did. He gave it a ride.
Yeah. Right fielder makes the play, but Mustangs pick up another 2 runs and get that 4-run lead back in a 6-2 ball game. You're watching Mustang Baseball Live on Tradio.
Don't wanna go too long without it. Everyone's talking all about it. Everybody all across the
Lesson 1, pen and paper, take some notes. It's a vibe, let me show you how it goes. Throw your hands to the sky, way up high. We ain't never looked so fly, it's like music to my eyes. Let them know we ain't never gonna stop. Elevating, we gon' take it to the top. Celebrating, never waiting, always slaying. It's no wonder everybody wanna do it all the time. I throw my hands up, raise them to the sky. We keep it rocking all the time. I throw my hands up, raise them to the sky. We leave them up there all night. I throw my hands up, raise them to the sky. We keep it rocking all the time. I throw my hands up, raise them to the sky. We leave them up there all night. I throw my hands up. I throw my hands up.
I don't think I muted us. I think we're hot still.
Okay, we got Ben back out on the hill for the top of the 5th inning. His pitch count's at 65, so he's on a pretty good pace, averaging 16 pitches an inning.
I think up there in the press box, they might have this on some kind of manual advance instead of moving to the next, moving to the next inning. Because I've got it's still showing 4th on the info come from the board.
Yeah, I know that.
And that's why they're not standing up on the count. Looks like they're probably troubleshooting some stuff.
Yeah, we are in the top of the 5th.
There we go, 2-0.
That is the correct count.
Yep.
It's the first baseman, Irwin, at the plate for the Eagles. Swings through that one.
Oh, what happened? You get him on the backswing? No, I think he fouled it in a spot where you don't want to get the foul.
Yeah, Gianni's walking something off.
Yeah. Umpire must have heard him make a noise or something. But we didn't hear anything, but I did hear it clip him.
Yeah, it definitely was a foul ball.
So we got to put those fish back up here, Jeff, only because that is massive.
Trey, I'm trying to get us a report on what lake that was, where Joe was fishing, and I haven't gotten that information
It looked like
yet.
he was standing in the water. Is he on a boat? He's standing in a boat?
Probably standing on top of the boat.
Yeah.
So, got a 2-2 count here on the hitter.
Oh, he got him to chase one, Ben.
Another strikeout for Ben right there.
The Wolf blew it by him. Come on, you're gonna get there.
It's gonna take a while. That's now 7 strikeouts for Ben.
Look, he had 6 on 5.2 innings on Friday. I mean, he can get the ball past people.
This brings the number 9 hitter Jordan to the plate. He's playing left field tonight. Another swing and strike right there. Ben has yet to walk anyone tonight, and I noticed the Eagles have come out swinging early. I think they realize they're going to have to be aggressive.
Oh, good pitch. Didn't get the call. Seems like Ben is throwing harder.
He's definitely got good velocity.
He's got good stuff, you know. So if we get pictures of fish that people caught, we're going to show them.
There's a base hit right there in the hole.
Yep. We're going to show them, right? So if you can send your fish pictures to Jeff, and we'll get them on the air next time.
They have to be recent. We don't need.
They have to be recent. Let's put a time frame of within the month.
Okay.
Within the month.
There we go.
So you got big pictures of some like bass that are. How many pounds of bass was that in?
Like 20 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
Fish. That's if you're fishing a tournament, that could make you some money.
Yeah. So if you're if you're fishing with me, you only have to get above 3 3/4 pounds, and you've gotten my biggest largemouth bass. Now, I've caught some fish out of the ocean that were a little bit bigger.
That's well hit down the left field line. That's going to be down for a double, and they're probably going to score a run on that. Yeah, Luke had a little trouble getting it, and they're going to go to third. So, yeah, Luke just had a little trouble getting a handle on that. It looked like they were going to pull up at second, but that run was going to score either way. So, now got a 6-3 ball game with a runner at third base and only one out. That ball was well hit. That was the center fielder who drove that ball down the left field line.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. I mean, you're still ahead, 3 runs. The guy just did a good piece of hitting, man. The pitch was away. It was where it was supposed to be for that count. And it was a great job of hitting.
It was, and that.
I mean, the ball was up and away, and he stayed with it down the line.
This brings Emerson to the plate, who had the double down the right field line in his last at-bat.
He's a dangerous guy. He's got a lot of pop in the bat. Oh, got him to chase one.
Yeah. He's in an 0-2 hole.
Wow.
It's another spot where a strikeout would be big.
Yep.
We've got the infield back. We're going to concede that run on the infield and make sure we get an out. Good spot right there in an 0-2 count.
It looked like Emerson moved up a little bit in the box right there.
Might be looking for something off speed. Wow. Very close pitch he took there. The Mustang fans thought it might have been a strike.
Well, I don't think we've had a Grapevine Argyle game that was not tight here at the Corral.
That's in the air. That's probably going to score the run. Yeah, that's going to drive Luke back a little bit, and that's going to get that 4th run in for the Eagles. So we're back in a 2-run ball game. You know, the Mustangs have put up a 2 spot in the last 2 innings, and Eagles have come back and matched them.
Wow. Don't see anybody warming up in the bullpen for the Mustangs. And with the bases empty and 2 outs, that's what you would expect here. We are in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, you know, we saw in the Colleyville game, been through 100 pitches in that game. So
how many has he thrown tonight, Jeff?
He's thrown 80 tonight, so I would expect him.
He might ride the whole way then. I mean, Coach is big on.
I would, unless he has a really long inning, I would expect him to at least pitch the 6th inning. Good pitch right there.
That was just an awesome pitch. You could see it on the Action Logistics home plate cam. Just hung out there and snapped the edge of the corner.
Yeah, just
and
froze that
off.
hitter.
Yeah. Mustangs are sporting a new scoreboard if you hadn't been to the ballpark yet.
Swing and strike right there.
We'll get some shots of it here in between the inning. That's a pretty good looking scoreboard. I didn't think I would like it.
Well, maybe that's growing on you, Trey, because I liked it from the first time I saw it. But you've been kind of lukewarm on it.
Yeah, I mean, it just that other scoreboard matched the wall. You know, It matched to me. It matched everything, but I guess everything's been replaced out there. So who knows? And that wall is definitely lower and right and left now. So. Oh wow.
That was kind of scary.
Just got away from him.
Yeah, just got away from him. That's that one up around the head that you just you stop breathing for a second.
Oh yeah, he's not.
So Ben hasn't.
Feeling good. So how'd your bracket do today? and yesterday?
Oh, well, my bracket was blown yesterday, Trey. I'm in a pool with 61 people, and I'm like 55th.
Who were your big losses?
Oh, just
I mean,
about
there's
every
tons
game.
of upsets, you know?
Yeah. No, I had Clemson in the Sweet 16. They lost to McNeese State.
Right.
I had Louisville beating Creighton. That didn't happen. Nothing really worked out.
Well, the SEC still has a pretty good showing, right? Ole Miss beat Carolina today. Is that right?
They did. Mississippi State lost to
Yeah.
Baylor.
Right. Did Vandy win?
I'm not sure.
That's who Alabama plays next. Ben's had a couple of batters that, he's been up.
Vandy lost to St. Mary's.
Oh, no. I think so. Bama plays St. Mary's next on Sunday.
They do, and that could be a tough game.
That could be a tough game, yeah. Nice throw over.
I started to say earlier, Ben hasn't walked anyone, but he has had 2 hit by pitches. So at least when he's given them a base, he's made them feel it in the process.
I'm not sure there's a metric on that one. Okay, you can get to first base, but you have to, take one for the team.
Yeah. Again, the Mustangs got hit 5 times on Tuesday night, Trey.
I don't think this is in any way retaliatory.
No, but that's just a lot of, in a 7-inning game, that's a lot of hit by pitches.
Yeah.
Especially at the high school level. That you see that happen sometimes in the lower level where the control's not there.
Oh, we came off.
Yeah,
I'm going to look at the replay on that bad boy tomorrow.
Trey, I can see that that base runner still, I think, a little ouchy. That's on the ground,
Okay.
and Connor's going to come get it, make a nice throw to Jarrett to get that third out. But again, the Eagles answer with 2 runs of their own, and we're back in a 2-run ball game headed to the bottom of the 5th.
All right, Mustang fans, it's time for the 5th inning
Folks,
stretch.
it's fantastic to be with you. Listen, we wouldn't be able to do this without some of our sponsors, and here's one of our longtime sponsors.
The CJ Knipper Memorial Golf Tournament will be held.
I'm going to do that again.
The CJ Knipper Memorial Golf Tournament will be held this year on Friday, October 10th at Fossil Creek Golf Club. The tournament is dedicated to honoring the memory of CJ, who is a GHS student actively involved in DECA and golf. 100% of the proceeds from the tournament create scholarships for deserving DECA seniors at Grapevine High School. Since 2020, $45,000 in scholarships have been awarded. To find out more, including how to donate or be part of the tournament, please go to www.cjmemorialgolftournament.com.
And there's a brand new scoreboard here, Grapevine High School baseball. It's got a lot of the same information.
Got Lolly leading off the bottom of the 5th inning. Lolly had that double to the right field wall in his last at bat to drive in 2 runs.
That's proving to be clutch, right?
He's got 3 RBIs tonight. He also had a sac fly in his first at bat. Oh, another hit right there.
Right there, boom. That was
Lolly's
a great shot on our Action Logistics home plate. Cam, you can see it come right off his bat and head over there to left field.
So another multiple hit game for Lawley. I know he had a 3-hit game in the Tuesday night game against Colleyville, and he's got 2 hits tonight.
I got somebody down there in the pen again. Every time we hear a big smash, it's throwing those heavyweight balls against the screen.
Trey, we do have a pinch runner for Lawley, and probably so he can go start throwing a few pitches in the bullpen. That is number 22. I know his first name is Connor, and last time I called him
McDermott.
Okay, McDermott, not Connor McGregor.
I say Connor McDermott. I don't have a 22. Maybe I'm wrong. Check 22 on your game changer.
Okay, I got to get to the roster. I'll
Hey, close your mic off.
Hey guys, it's a hot mic, so if you're cussing.
Oh, my bad.
I just need to let him know. Moderate lead at first base.
got Gianni Corral at the plate.
Oh,
That's
there's
on the
a rip.
ground, right to the second baseman.
That's gonna be a
They're going
double.
to try for 2, and they're going to get it.
Yep.
So a nice turn right there by their middle infielders. Kind of tailor-made. Gianni hit that up the middle with a
Two-hopper to the second baseman. And that big dude at shortstop with a gun.
Mustangs number 5, Colin Park.
Yeah, it doesn't get a whole lot easier to turn than that.
Yep.
Going to bring Colin Park to the plate.
Yep.
Ball was also hit fairly hard, so just makes it even a little easier to turn 2. So the Mustangs are now.
I just hope he gets his release point right, because if he doesn't, then everything.
Well, Trey, not to scare you a little more, he's throwing weighted balls, which would hurt even more.
I know. No, and if it hits the screen, it's all over.
So Collins now in a 3-0 count here. Sure he'll be taken right here.
Great pitch. Mustangs had the same call last inning, as a matter of fact. So that guy just put the curve right on the edge. Was that a 3-0 curveball?
It was a 3-0 count. I don't know about a
is that
3-0
coming over
curveball.
here?
No, that's going straight back.
All right. Let's back over in the chemistry lab. It's over there, down there near all the records.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
You know, it hit
Should
that
be clearing
tree.
my
And
throat on there.
I got it. Of all the foul balls, Trey, I don't think I've ever seen one hit that tree.
Oh. Battled it. Colin Park up the hill.
Yeah, that
I
ball
got
is
these
up.
graphics, man. I need to go ahead and use them. It's like a graphic moratorium. There we
Ball's
go.
up around his shoulder. He was able to get a bat on it.
Yep.
Puts that in play up the middle. It's going to be a
Let's
tough
see.
play. Emerson comes up with it and fires the first
Got
one
it.
out.
Wow.
So we've seen
what you
Emerson
get,
why
man.
he's a top prospect. But
Exactly.
Mustangs cling to a 2-run lead here, headed to the top of the 6th inning.
You need a ticket for that gun show. We'll be right back with more Mustang Baseball Live on Tradio. It's getting cold.
Wally. Okay, we've got a pitch and change for the Mustangs. We've got Lolly on the hill. We saw Lolly pitch last Friday night. That's on the ground. It's going to be a tough play. That's going to get through there for a hit. Lolly came in that extra inning game against Colleyville. So the Eagles get their leadoff hitter on right there. That was the second baseman, McCoy.
What a great pitch by Lolly that time.
Yeah, that's that good breaking pitch he's got.
Yeah, it's tough because you know he throws it so hard, and then there's got to be a 10 or 12 mile an hour difference on those pitches.
I kind of want to watch the monitor on that just to see the break, because we don't have the best angle to see that from here, but behind the plate it's a good one. There it is again.
Wow. You know.
You see that pitch in the strike zone, it's just breaking out of the zone.
Yeah, you can't.
As a hitter, you really have to take it. It's not a pitch you're going to do anything with.
Yeah, you got to have that spin recognition. Very tough to do.
So, way ahead here. I don't mind that same pitch. See if he'll chase it again.
Yeah, I might throw it off the plate, though.
Yeah.
He went for an outside fastball. Huh?
Yeah. Johnny had to really get out there to get that one. That was got there in a hurry and was out in that left-handed batter's box.
Yeah, they're not going to be running right here. Oh, we got him to go for it again.
Yep. That's that breaking pitch out there. You're not going to hit that. They're going to chase it. Keep throwing it.
Yeah. On the Action Logistics home plate cam, you could see that coming right in on the edge and this snapping off on the edge.
This is the DH lad at the plate.
Did you eat any good food down in New Orleans?
I did have some good jambalaya.
Commander's Palace or any of those big names?
I didn't really hit any of the high-end restaurants, Trey, but...
Oh, that's right, because it was a, quote, business trip. Go ahead.
Well, listen to this, though, Trey.
Business trip. Business trip. Yeah.
Have you ever had grilled oysters?
Yes, and they're very good.
No,
do it again. Business trip. Yeah.
Drago's is known for their grilled oysters. Well, at the golf tournament I played on Tuesday.
See, there it goes. Wait. that was on the business trip, right?
Okay.
See, I'm peeling the onion back.
Finish my story. I mean,
business trip.
Okay, just to finish what I started.
Okay, got it.
Out on the golf course, they had the Drago's fire truck with grilled oysters. That's a first.
Okay, that's really good.
Never played a tournament that had grilled oysters on the course.
Right. No, I can appreciate that.
Yeah. In fact, had some jambalaya on the course. I mean, it was a very well done tournament. Let's just say that. A good time was had by all.
Help me. Wait a second. Let me help to understand. Let me help all these young guys that are listening to us, right, on how to make every trip a business trip. So what did you actually do on this business trip?
You know, Trey, it's okay to mix a little fun with business. I mean, there's a lot of clients, and there's a lot of business being done out there on the golf course.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. Big deals are being made on the golf course.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. Okay, we're in a full count right here while Trey is giving me some grief about a business trip I took this last week. Big spot right here, 1 out, runner at first base. He's running, swings through it, and got a good jump, so we're not going to get him, but we are going to get that second out. Oh, wow, we're going to call him out on hitter interference. Yeah, so Mustangs get the third out there on hitter interference. The home plate umpire made that call quick, Trey. There was no indecisiveness. Very quick to make that call.
Oh, you look at that. The Argyle Argyle coach doesn't even stop. He just keeps on going. This thing's going to come down to a tight finish. You listen to Mustang Baseball Live on Tradio.
Everything. We climbing to the top. Turn it up a notch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on. We get that W. Come on. This is all house. Hey, get that W. What? Get that W. What? Get that W. Okay, okay. This is all house. Hey, get that W. What? Get that W. What? Get that W. Okay. This is all house. Hey, we get that W. What? Get that W. What? Get that W. Okay, okay. This is all house. Hey, we get that W. What? Get that W. What? Get that W. Okay.
I'm so clutch. I'm so clutch. I see that clock is ticking. It don't matter. I'm gon' win it. Better watch it to the finish. I'm so clutch. I'm so clutch. You know I'm out your league. Can't you see? Depend on me. It's guaranteed. I take the lead. I'm so clutch. I'm so clutch. Don't doubt me again. First I get the win. Then I do my dance. Do it. Do it. Get it. Get it. Finish. Finish. Win it. Win it. I'm so clutch.
We've got Thomas Powers leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Mustangs.
We talked about Thomas being a two-sport athlete. And, takes a strike right there, Jeff.
What position does he play on defense? Do you remember?
He's like one of the defensive secondary guys. I think he and Boozer were working together back there, and I saw him return a few punts, do a very good job on that. So
you got to be pretty brave to return punts.
Takes the ball there. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now on Thomas Powers. You got to be willing to take a shot.
Yeah, I mean you're focused on that ball, but those guys are coming full speed at you.
Yeah, I think the new coach is Coach Smith. I need to go over there. I need to meet with him, and I DM'd him, and they're going to have a new crop of talent roll through as well. I mean, there were some guys that actually moved away this past season that were being counted on, kind of in the depth chart, the multi-year kind of view on things, and they moved away, and then 60-70% of the offensive production from the 2023 football team, last year was 2024 football team, it graduated. And so Coach DeBest really had a tough situation from that perspective. A lot of guys were learning, but they got better and better as the year went on, and they had a running back, Julian Contreras, that I think is going to play college ball somewhere, as the count gets worked to 3-2 on Thomas, and he ran for 270 yards.
Wow!
In one game. So they had some guys that could do it.
We'll try that.
They didn't get bounces go their way. You know what I mean? There were a few times where, literally, I'm not kidding, the ball bounced different, right? So.
Oh,
my
wow,
goodness.
that was close. He gets a walk. Boy, that pitch looked a little too close for comfort.
Yeah.
You mentioned that kid going to college, and that reminded me that one of these games, Trey, I'd like to do an update on the Mustangs that are playing college
we
ball.
talked about that, didn't we?
We just need to do a little research and see what their numbers are, and just kind of give an update, because I know a lot of the listeners out there have been listening for a couple years, and
I think we ought to grow it from just the Mustangs to maybe our district. Okay, I mean, we got you got people want to know about A.J. Smith-Shaver, and they want to know about Dason Hill. They want to know about everybody that's playing at the next level. Cooper Powell, pitching, and Peyton Tatum, and Sammy Kelly. What's everybody doing?
Yeah.
And that's
so that brings Connor Ray to the plate. Connor squares the
bunt,
look
at that.
Gets it down. Pitcher's going to make the play.
Yep.
He's going to advance that runner.
Runs are a premium.
And that was a pitch runner for Thomas Powers. I believe that's Derek Duong.
Derek Duong. Yep.
So that's going to bring Luke to the plate here with a runner in scoring position and 1 out.
Derek Duong. He's over at.
Trey, I saw something on the Braves Facebook page the other day that was very complimentary of AJ. He.
Oh, I think that was his pitch. I could see that coming in the zone here.
He was right on it.
He was on it.
Yeah, that was a pitch
close.
that you could see in the parking lot out there.
Yeah.
But anyway, AJ had a really good outing the other day, and they said he was consistently around 98 and actually touched triple digits a few times.
Yeah, well, I saw an article that.
That's down the line. Oh, he's going to call it foul.
Yeah, I thought it was foul.
Yeah, just foul.
We 0-2 now on Brady. But I read an article that said, okay, Max Fried is gone from the Braves now. He's up pitching for the Yankees. And the article basically talked about how the Braves basically.
That's well
hit. That.
Oh, wow, he gets to it.
He's not going to throw him out, though.
Boy, that was a heck of a play just to get to it. And he didn't throw Luke out, but it wasn't. It was close.
Oh, this is not Boozer. That was Luke. I did say Boozer, didn't I?
Yeah, that was Luke.
Yeah.
So
runners at first and third, right?
Yeah, runners at first and third with 1 out, and good job of base hitting or base running right there by Derek Duong, because as a base runner at second base, a lot of times you're taught if that ball is to your right, you have to freeze, but that ball was in the hole, and it was an aggressive move, but he was able to get to third.
So this is a good spot for the bunt here. I know that you would rather say, okay, but that run is so critical right now.
I'd like to get the run however we can do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see the bunt. Oh, great
That's gonna fall. That's gonna fall.
Yes, sir.
So
Zach Goldstein. Oh, the guy bobbled it.
Mustangs on the board.
So that's Zach's second hit of the night, and Mustangs now get out on a 3-run lead and still have a runner in scoring position right here for Jarrett.
Up to bat for your Grapevine Mustangs, number 12, Jarrett Boswell.
All right, so, I'm sure Coach Griffin over on the Argyle side is saying, what have I got to do? Mustangs keep coming at you.
Yeah, that's now 8 hits for the Mustangs. And I called for a hit last time from Jarrett. I was wrong, so maybe I was just a little bit early on that call.
That ball's up a little bit. Everybody understands what he can do. And I see Luke at second base. He's having a huge impact on this team. Stepped right into the shoes of, I think eventually he'll evolve to be another Dason Hill kind of guy.
Yeah, it's okay. That misses. Yeah, it's pretty incredible how good he looks as a 9th grader. So good hitters count right here for Jarrett.
All right, boss.
They really don't want to load the bases, so
you gotta believe they're going to come at him,
definitely.
But maybe with off speed.
There
he drilled it.
Yeah. Okay.
He got one.
I'm not sure we're going to score from third. Yeah, we're going to freeze him. That ball, Luke had to make sure
so
it got
hard,
through.
And that's the best arm in the outfield. You've been watching these guys?
He does have a good arm.
That right fielder has a bullet.
Yeah. So good to see Jarrett square one up right there.
Wow, that was really, really awesome. Now, Boozer hit, last time he hit one.
We'll take that.
Really,
we'll take
really
a sack
high.
fly.
Yeah.
We'll take a sack fly.
He's not the one that hit the foul ball. That was somebody else, I guess. Yeah, let's give Boozer. I don't think we've actually put Boozer up on the screen here. Oh.
You know what? That was actually Jarrett that had that foul ball down the left field line because I looked at the stats and he got an RBI out of that.
Yeah. So no at bat either, right?
That's true. It's got to be a sack fly.
That's right.
So, yeah.
Exactly. That's a good spot for Mr. Boozer. He's got a 2-0. What are they going to do? I guarantee you the coach is saying, hey, you got to challenge him. You're in a situation. Brady can look for a fastball here, can't he?
Nowhere to put him.
This is the best pitch he's going to get in the game right here.
This is where Jarrett was. Jarrett was in a 2-0 count, and he came to him, and Jarrett didn't miss it.
I believe that's the best pitch he's going to see in the at-bat. That kid down there seems like he's throwing nice, but just keep it down. And once again, this is another situation where they got a catcher warming up without a face mask.
That one misses, so he's 3-1 on Brady. So 1 out, and the Eagles are playing in on the corners and back in the middle. Going to try and turn 2 in the middle. Oh, he hit him.
Ow.
Another hit by pitch.
Ow, boy.
Yeah, that one stung a little bit, Brady, but you get an RBI.
You do get an RBI on it.
Yeah.
But that hit him on the knee. Ooh, the inside of his knee.
Not much meat there to take the hit. Going to have a mound visit here. I doubt this pitcher's warm yet, so we'll see what they do.
Yeah, he's laboring a little bit.
Yeah, he's at 41 pitches.
I'm talking about Brady.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, look at him. I mean, this would be one of those situations where, I don't know though. At full speed, he is like he may be the fastest guy out there at full speed.
Yeah, he was jogging pretty gingerly back to the third base side to get some Gatorade, and we just had a ball on the move.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to back up here.
Yeah, I know. I'm having the nightmares just like you.
How about Lolly Esquivel?
Okay, that brings Lolly to the plate. And Lolly's already had 2 hits tonight. He's got 3 RBIs. Got a spot to do more damage right here. Takes that one for ball.
That's huge respect. Bases loaded. Listen, bases loaded, and the first pitch is a curveball.
Well, he's earned it tonight for sure.
Yeah, he's going to take 1 yard here. Look how big he is, man. Oh.
Good eye right there to, again, get in a good 2-0 hitters count. Got to believe he's going to come at you with a fastball. He hasn't thrown that many curveballs for a strike. He did. Doesn't get the call, though.
Look low. Was it low?
It probably was low and in.
Yeah. There's Mustangs on every base. There's one out. It's the bottom of the sixth. And here comes a 3-0 pitch to Lolly.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
He's going to walk in a run.
I don't know where that was, but I'm not questioning it. And the coaches didn't question it. Oh, he looked at him a little bit and made some.
Yeah, he had something
he had
to
something
say.
to say. But I guess he.
Yeah,
okay.
we are going to see a pitching change
Yep.
here.
Hey, we'll be right back. This is Mustang Baseball Live on Tradio. Get what? Oh, I'd like to see him hit 5. Get 5 more and we'll wrap this game up. Oh.
Get your hands in the Get your hands in the
So that brings Gianni Corral to the plate.
Yep. And I'm sure people enjoy my conversation when we cut to the music. Oh, we still got the spinning. Let's turn that down. Okay.
So Gianni had a big night on Tuesday night. He's been quiet, at least at the plate today.
I'd like to see him hit one of those lasers to the left. The one he hit, I promise you, the one he hit on Tuesday had been out of the park here.
I remember.
They're 306 down the line, and it went down the line, okay?
Did it?
Yeah.
I was going to say their field, if I remember right, is a little shorter down the line.
But they got that huge
They have a big
fence.
wall.
Oh, yeah. They got the equivalent of the center field fence out here.
Mini green monster, I guess.
Yeah.
That misses.
Wow. This guy's a 3-0 count.
So their pitchers are having control issues here in the bottom of the sixth
Their
inning.
middle infielders are playing halfway. Yeah. I don't know.
3-0, I would expect him to take for sure.
Yeah, if he gets a walk is a run, right? Wow. That was way outside, but I mean, you know, it was a kind of a, I don't know.
So Mustangs push another one across with a walk.
Now batting for the Mustangs, number 5, Colin Argyle.
And we do have a courtesy runner for Lolly. Number 21.
Game change for Lolly?
Yeah.
Okay, so game changer, he's still staying at first base.
Yeah, well, we may be out of runners. We've used a couple, but
my guess is that's exactly what's happened.
Yeah.
Boom. Strike right there. Boom.
Maybe check out the roster. I can't remember number 21's name. If you can get to it, just want to recognize him. Jack Pettigrew.
Jack Pettigrew.
Yep.
So he's at second base?
He is.
Going to have to give him some love here.
Got Colin Park at the plate.
Oh.
That's going to be to the
through.
first baseman. They might get to. Nope.
Nobody got there.
Tough play because the first baseman fielded that ball. The pitcher's got to get there. And it wasn't hit that hard. They're not going to get Colin anyway. He gets down the line too good.
Yeah.
So.
Now batting for the Mustangs.
Thought that was going to make it by. Kind of got off the fist a little bit, didn't he?
It almost did. Colin picks up an RBI right there, and the Mustangs now have stretched it out to 11-4 and still hitting.
Let's go ahead and
Thomas Powers at the plate.
Jack Pettigrew at third base.
He's a senior.
Yep. Up and away. Thomas has got some, I think he's got a line drive power in the alleys here. And looks like they're I guess they're just playing him straight away, maybe shaded a little to the right field side with the center fielder.
Yeah, not very deep. There's a strike. He's had a few good swings tonight, but just fouled everything off.
That's a good look.
Okay, delayed steal there. We're going to try and steal a run.
Yeah, and we are.
Yeah, that's a run. Yep. And we're going to
end up
maybe go to third. Nope. Okay,
yeah,
Colin's going to go to second.
Bad camera work by me.
Mustangs on the board.
Or bad switching.
Colin's a tough guy if you get in a pickle because he's really quick.
Explain to these guys what happened, Jeff, because I didn't switch over to the main cam.
Oh, well, Colin broke to second. It was kind of a delayed steal, but he really wasn't trying to steal the base. He got the catcher to throw to second, and our runner at third broke home. Colin really was just trying to stay in a pickle long enough to score that run, which he did. And then as Colin tries to go back to first, they make a bad throw to first base. He gets by the first baseman, and Colin advances to second. So we've got a runner at second, and now in a 12-4 ball game.
Yeah, that ball was a little off. I agree with Thomas. He was a little upset with the call, but 12-4 in the bottom of six. Mustangs.
Another 6-run inning we put on.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's
2 in this series. Those are really hard to overcome.
They are. Coach Griffin over there kind of probably kicking himself since they scratched and clawed to keep it at 6-4, and then the wheels have fallen off here in the bottom of the sixth inning.
Yeah, it's definitely gotten away from him. That's on the ground. Going to be played by the second baseman, and he's going to make the play. But, wow, big inning for the Mustangs right there. Put a 6th spot on the board and now have a comfortable 12-4 lead headed to the top of the 7th. You're watching Mustang Baseball Live on Tradio.
Yeah, we'll keep it right here for this this half inning. I mean, what do you think about this game? I mean, it was very tight in the beginning, right?
It really was. It was a 2-run ball game pretty much the whole way. Every time the Mustangs put 2 on the board there in the middle innings, the Eagles came back and answered and threatened for more, but we stranded some runners, and here we've just blown it open. Their pitchers helped us out a little bit. They had some control issues, but the hitters also did their part. We're now up to 9 hits on the board. and 12 runs.
You talked about OPS. We've only had a couple of extra base hits, haven't we?
We
had one to the wall out here.
Connor Ray had a double.
Oh yeah, to left
Lolly
center.
had a double.
Oh, over the center fielder's head.
We've had 2 doubles. Certainly not all the extra base hits that were put up on Tuesday night, but just for the viewers out there that may not be up to speed on what OPS is, that's a combination of your on-base percentage and slugging, and that's kind of the a lot of people tell you that's the gold standard for a hitter in the major leagues is an OPS because when you put runners on base, and obviously when you drive the ball for extra bases, it increases your scoring percentages.
And so your slugging percentage, if you break it down, is
so ball to Connor. He comes up clean and makes the out.
Yep.
So just another routine play that Connor makes.
Your slugging percentage is basically it's the number of bases you produce per plate appearance.
Correct.
Okay. So if you had 1 plate appearance and you hit a home run, your slugging percentage would be 4. If you had 2 plate appearances, and it's not at bats, it's measured off plate appearance, which is an interesting thing.
I got to admit, I didn't realize that was the equation, I should say. You know,
yeah.
I thought
no,
it was
we
at
could
bats.
double check on that. And I think that's the case. It's Lolly's doing a good job out there. Because I think you add walks back into this, or maybe that's on base percentage, where it's just plate appearances. But I think slugging is number of bases. Maybe it's number of bases per.
Another ground ball to Connor. He comes up with it and makes a nice throw.
Man, look at that.
So 2
Smooth.
outs made by Connor right here. Good job by Lolly using that defense, which has been solid again tonight. You know, I like Coach said, it sounds like a boring answer, but, you know, when you get good pitching and you get good defense, you're just not going to lose that many ball games. So, Eagles now down to their last out.
Okay, so I'm wrong. It's not plate appearances. It's at bats.
There we go.
So, on base percentage is based on your plate appearances, but slugging percentage is the number of bases per at bat, not number of bases per plate appearance. That makes more sense, right?
Yeah, that does.
Because every at bat, theoretically, you have a chance to get bases. Then OPS is the combination of slugging percentage and on base percentage, right?
Eagles are down their last strike right here. Fouls it back.
It's been another good performance for Mustang pitching.
Yeah, I was just about to say Lolly's only thrown 20 pitches here, and he's got 5 outs, and he's a strike away from another out and 2 innings of work.
I bet he throws that deuce right here on this 1-2 count. What do you think? That little hook that he threw earlier to that first 3 pitches of his appearance?
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
I wouldn't either.
That was a fastball that he did foul off.
Oh, he threw him fastball. This is not the shortstop, is it? Or is it number 6?
No, this is not the shortstop. Must be a pinch hitter. That's a ground ball.
Oh,
takes
bad
a wicked hop. Colin gets it, but they're going to beat it out.
I tell you what, that was a great reaction by. It's not Colin. That's Will Newton.
Oh, my bad.
Colin's over at third base.
They're
so that was.
They have a similar stature, but yeah, when Lolly went to the mound, Colin shifted to third.
And Will Newton comes in. This guy, last year at the banquet, he won an award for best attitude, best hustle, best. Actually, maybe it was when he was freshman, maybe.
This is the shortstop Emerson at the plate now.
Yeah.
That's in the air. It should be played by Zach. Should end the ball game right here. He's under it. That's the ball game. Mustangs win by another 8-run deficit, Trey. That's a 12-4 final, and they won Tuesday night game 10-2. So certainly helped. If we ended up in a tiebreaker with Argyle, we would certainly have the tiebreaker on them.
Yep. Well, what's your reaction here?
Well, good job on the mound again. Our pitchers gave up 6 hits, only 2 earned runs, and had 9 strikeouts. And, the Mustangs bats put up 9 hits and 12 runs. They got some base on balls, got a few hit by pitches, and again, another clean effort defensively. So even though at times it wasn't as close as the final, or I should say it was much closer than the final score, just another dominant win when you see the 12-4 final.
Well, I could tell you that we did all the games for the last 3 years, and these guys are as good as last year initially. That's my reaction. I think they've got the structure to be able to make deep run. They got to win the district. They got to keep playing. They got to keep scrapping. Don't look ahead, which is what we're doing right now. But I'm super impressed with the skills on the team.
Yes, I am too, Trey, and we'll see how it all plays out. But you have to be pretty happy with the results so far, and we've got some kids that probably should just continue to get better.
Absolutely.
There's so many underclassmen out there. We're not talking about a bunch of seniors. I mean, there's there's only a couple seniors in the starting lineup.
We're talking about everybody playing for each other again, and this is what I think part of the chemistry was last year. They got a good dugout. They got guys that can come in, do spot roles, and then they got anchors, and they got pitching and defense, and those win games. All right, we're gonna shut it down here. Appreciate you joining us tonight for Mustang Baseball Live from the Corral. We'll catch you next time. Oh, next time is tomorrow. I don't know. You probably won't be here for that one, or you will. It's at 1 p.m. And we'll be live with you. Come from the Corral tomorrow. Talk to you then.